If you have any questions about the presentation or anything related to the country's higher education, you can submit your questions.
Produced on behalf of Tempest Public Foundation. Financed by SECHE 2020.
Selamat sore. Good afternoon, everyone. Sziasztok. My name is Katalin. I work at the Embassy of Hungary in Jakarta. And thank you for inviting us for the European Higher Education Fair 2020 online edition. I would like to talk about study in Hungary and the importance of being a student abroad. Saya juga mau pertama-tama memberitahu bahwa betapa pentingnya untuk mencari pengalaman kuliah di luar negeri. Saya sendiri pernah menerima beasiswa dari pemerintah Hongaria pada tahun 90-an, sudah lama sekali, dan pernah kuliah di Universitas Gajah Mada, Yogyakarta selama beberapa tahun. Dan dirayan, saya mengabdi untuk negara Hungaria dan juga untuk Indonesia atau berusaha untuk membuat hubungan di antara kedua negara yang saya cintai menjadi lebih baik dan lebih mendalam. Next, please. So, why Hungary? As you may know, Hungary is in the middle of Europe, so in a very strategic position because since it became a European Union member state and also a member of the Schengen zone, so during your stay in Hungary, you can travel all around Europe because all countries are quite close to Hungary. The population is quite small. Jumlah penduduk kurang dari 10 juta orang, sedangkan luas wilayah Hongaria kira-kira sama dengan luas wilayah Pulau Jawa, 93.000 km persegi. Jadi setiap kali saya pulang untuk liburan ke negeri saya sendiri rasanya sepi karena tidak banyak orang yang kita bisa temui. Bahkan di ibu kota Budapest juga itu rasanya kalau dibandingkan dengan Jakarta ya jumlah penduduknya tidak begitu banyak. Tapi walaupun begitu menurut pengalaman para mahasiswa Indonesia yang pernah kuliah di Hongaria, setelah mereka kembali ke tanah air, sering menghubungi kami dan kami suka berbincang sama mereka dan Pengalamannya sangat menyenangkan, bukan hanya karena kualitas pendidikan di Hongaria itu sangat tinggi, tapi katanya masyarakat Hongaria bisa dikatakan ramah kalau dibandingkan dengan masyarakat Eropa lainnya. Next please. Mungkin banyak orang yang sudah tahu bahwa sebenarnya Hongaria karena posisinya benar di tengah Eropa, menganggap dirinya sebagai jembatan di antara timur dan barat. Suku Hongaria sendiri berasal dari kawasan Asia, oleh karena itu sering dan mungkin itu alasan kenapa mahasiswa Indonesia merasa betah di Hongaria, karena mungkin pola pikirannya cukup sama atau bisa dikatakan juga sepanjang sejarah masyarakat Hongaria dan masyarakat Indonesia mempunyai pengalaman yang kira-kira sama, pernah diduduki beberapa kekuasaan selama ratusan tahun dan seterusnya. Juga untuk menambah betahnya tinggal di Hongaria itu masakannya cukup pedas. Tidak sepedas seperti masakan Indonesia, tapi pedas. Jadi ini saya tahu buat mahasiswa Indonesia penting. Jadi itu bisa juga merupakan sebuah alasan kenapa tujuannya harus Hongaria. Dan tentu kualitas pendidikan sudah sejak ratusan tahun bisa dikatakan sangat tinggi. Universitas pertama pernah didirikan pada abad ke-14 dan sejak itu sepanjang sejarah banyak mahasiswa dari berbagai peluru dunia datang ke Hongaria untuk kuliah. Pada masa sekarang pemerintah Hongaria memang punya sebuah program untuk membuat pendidikan tinggi di Hongaria bersifat makin internasional, jadi mengundang banyak mahasiswa dan memberikan berbagai kesempatan untuk kuliah dengan beasiswa juga, bukan hanya dengan secara swadana. Karena Hongaria termasuk Uni Eropa, tentu sistem pendidikannya ikut sistem pendidikan Uni Eropa atau sistem Bologna. Jadi semua mahasiswa yang menerima diploma di Hongaria itu akan menerima diploma yang bisa dipakai di seluruh dunia, diploma internasional. Next please. Bagaimana kehidupan di Hongaria? Saya sudah bicara sedikit, mungkin kita bisa ke next. Ya, jadi masyarakatnya ramah dan saya rasa karena posisinya sangat strategis di Eropa, jadi ada memberikan banyak kesempatan bukan hanya untuk menjelajah Hungaria sendiri, wilayah Hungaria sendiri, tapi seluruh Eropa. Dan semua mahasiswa kalau sudah diterima di salah satu perguruan tinggi di Hongaria tentu akan dibantu oleh kantor internasional masing-masing universitas dan juga para mentor. Dan saya juga mau menitik beratkan bahwa kami ada sebuah organisasi mahasiswa Indonesia di Hongaria yang menurut saya merupakan sebuah komunitas yang luar biasa bagus. Namanya Persatuan Pelajar Indonesia, PPI Hongaria, dan mereka sangat membantu para mahasiswa yang baru datang ke Hongaria untuk memulai kuliahnya. Saya sendiri pernah mengalami waktu akhir Agustus kemarin, saya pulang ke Hongaria dan saya naik pesawat bersama beberapa mahasiswa dari Indonesia dan mereka ditunggu oleh wakil malah ketua PP Hongaria di bandara dan membantu mereka untuk mencari kendaraan sampai ke kampus dan kemudian membantu dalam berbagai hal untuk mengakomodasikan diri. Dan tentu sebagai sebuah komunitas pemuda, sering mengadakan berbagai kegiatan bersama, bukan hanya di KBRI Budapest, tapi juga suka mendaki gunung, suka masak bersama. Ada beberapa toko di Hongaria yang menjual bahan masakan Indonesia, jadi mereka akhir minggu suka berkumpul dan masak bersama. Next, please. Next. Kira-kira jurusan apa atau program studi apa yang paling unggul di Hongaria, paling diminati para mahasiswa asing? Kedokteran itu sudah lama sekali sangat terkenal, malah ada beberapa negara di Eropa, terutama Eropa Utara, yang kira-kira sepertiga di antara para dokternya itu dididik di Hongaria, misalnya dari Denmark atau dari Swedia. Kami juga punya banyak mahasiswa kedokteran dari Amerika Serikat. Kemudian musik. Musik itu sangat mungkin pernah dengar nama Zoltán Kodály, seorang musisi dan pendidik musik terkenal di Hongaria. Ada metode Kodály untuk mengajar para anak atau anak-anak. Itu sangat terkenal terutama di Asia Timur, jadi di konservatori di Hongaria, konservatori Hongaria cukup diminati para mahasiswa dari Jepang dan Cina. Kemudian yang sangat terkenal juga itu engineering, ekonomi dan agriculture selain IT. Saya rasa untuk Indonesia atau mahasiswa Indonesia mungkin paling menarik bisa menjadi fakultas atau program studi yang berkaitan dengan engineering, economics, agriculture, and IT. Saya sangat bangga bahwa dalam bidang pertanian dan peternakan sudah ada kerjasama yang bagus di antara berbagai perguruan tinggi Indonesia dan Hongaria. Kalau dari Indonesia terutama Institut Pertanian Bogor, kemudian di Hongaria Szentisten University yang universitas paling terkenal mengenai program studi agriculture-nya atau or agriculture related studies. At the same time, engineering, it's very important because besides we have many kinds of engineering studies, we have all the big German car companies in Hungary, and they work together with our universities in many kinds of innovation. So I would advise you to try, for example, Széchenyi University in Győr, which is in the western part of Hungary. Beautiful city and very famous for its industry, and also the German car companies are also investing in research and innovation at the University of Széchenyi. Economics, saya pikir tidak usah dititik beratkan betapa pentingnya pada masa sekarang, apalagi pada masa wabah corona yang kita alami di seluruh dunia. Jadi bagaimana masa depan atau bagaimana penyembuhan dari pandemi ini secara ekonomi itu benar penting, dan semua pemerintah berusaha keras untuk mencari strategi jangka waktu panjang dan pendek juga untuk melampaui masa perekonomian yang sangat sulit. Next, please. Tadi saya lupa, tapi mungkin juga tahu, walaupun jumlah penduduk Hongaria sangat sedikit, bisa dikatakan sedikit kalau dibandingkan dengan Indonesia, tapi secara relatif penerima penghargaan Nobel terbesar di seluruh dunia. Jadi kami punya 15 penerima penghargaan Nobel di Hongaria yang bisa dikatakan sangat besar kalau dibandingkan dengan jumlah penduduk yang kurang dari 10 juta. Seperti di Indonesia, structure of Hungarian higher education or the academic year, it's quite similar. Semester genap, semester ganjil, jadi masa studinya biasanya dimulai pada pertengahan September sampai pertengahan Desember, kemudian masa ujiannya sampai akhir Januari, dan semesternya mulai lagi pada awal pertengahan Februari, masa kuliahnya sampai pertengahan Mei, dan kemudian masa ujiannya sampai akhir Juni. Kami juga ada summer courses or short semesters, but not for scholarship students, because July and August it's only 2 months, and usually it's not very convenient to finish one whole semester during 2 months. So I would advise you to try to travel around Hungary or try to travel around Europe, or you can also do some part-time jobs in Hungary as well. Many questions usually are about the part-time jobs. So all students, all universities have special offices providing information on part-time jobs, especially for students, and you can work during the semester. You can work 20 hours a week, and during July and August, it can be 40 hours per week. Next, please. The structure is quite the same as in Indonesia, so I don't want to speak a lot about this. So we have the bachelor's, master's, and the doctoral degree, and it depends on the study program, but approximately the length is quite similar as in Indonesia. And we provide many study programs in English, more than 500 now, and we also provide some others in French and German as well. Next, please. So, bagaimana bisa kuliah di Hongaria? Kami ada berbagai program beasiswa. Yang pertama, Erasmus Plus, itu saya sangat senang karena dalam beberapa tahun belakangan ini makin banyak perguruan tinggi Hongaria dan Indonesia yang membuat kerjasama dalam atau di bawah program Erasmus Plus. Nanti kita akan lihat universitas-universitas Indonesia yang unggul dalam hal ini, dan saya sangat berharap karena makin banyak mahasiswa Indonesia yang kuliah di Hongaria. Saya selalu sebelum mereka berangkat, dan kami atau Kedutaan Besar Hongaria mengadakan acara orientasi, saya selalu minta para mahasiswa Indonesia untuk menjadi semacam dutanya, bukan hanya Indonesia, tapi dutanya perguruan tinggi alma maternya di Indonesia. Berarti saya selalu minta mereka berusaha selama masa studinya atau selama tinggal di Hongaria untuk membuat atau memfasilitasikan atau membantu academic relations between Hungarian and Indonesian higher education institutions. Next, please. So this is the most famous scholarship program from Hungary, from the Hungarian government. It's called Stipendium Hungarikum. And I'm so happy that this webinar is held on this date, because the call for applications has been published a few days ago. So, masa pendaftaran untuk program Stipendium Hungarikum yang fully funded and for full program untuk program di S1, S2, dan S3 juga, itu masa pendaftarannya baru dimulai pada tanggal 16 November kemarin dan akan berakhir pada pertengahan Januari. Jadi para mahasiswa yang berminat masih punya 2 bulan untuk mengajukan aplikasinya untuk program ini. sistemnya online, jadi nanti harus mengupload berbagai dokumen. Kemudian untuk mahasiswa atau calon mahasiswa S3 harus mencari dosen pembimbing juga. Nanti saya akan jelaskan bagaimana caranya. Jadi program ini didirikan oleh pemerintah Hungaria pada tahun 2013 dan Memorandum of Understanding pernah ditandatangani di antara Indonesia dan Hungaria pada tahun 2016 waktu Perdana Menteri Hungaria berkunjung ke Indonesia dan MOU tersebut ditandatangani Perdana Menteri Hungaria dan Presiden Joko Widodo. Kuota yang kami tawarkan untuk Indonesia adalah 100 mahasiswa per tahun, jadi cukup bagus. Selama 3 tahun pertama kuotanya hanya 50, tapi karena minat dari mahasiswa Indonesia begitu besar dan pengalaman kami dengan mahasiswa Indonesia yang sudah mulai kuliah di Hongaria begitu baik, jadi saya senang sekali bisa mengatakan bahwa tahun kemarin kuota berhasil dinaikkan menjadi 100. Dan bukan hanya untuk mahasiswa S2 dan S3 seperti semula, tapi sekarang sudah untuk program S1 juga ada kesempatan mengajukan aplikasinya. Next please. Jadi ini masa pendaftaran yang sampai mid January. Ada 31 perguruan tinggi dan lebih dari 550 program studi. Dan masing-masing mahasiswa bisa memilih 3 perguruan tinggi dengan program studi yang sama atau 1 perguruan tinggi dengan program studi dengan 3 program studi yang berbeda. Itu tergantung ke mahasiswanya. Next please. Jadi beasiswa ini termasuk tuition fee for sure, and then monthly allowance, accommodation. It can be dormitory, asrama, or it can be a compensation, financial compensation to find an apartment. Usually what happens is in the first year, Indonesian students tend to take the dormitory option and then they rent flats or apartments together. It's more convenient, you can be more independent. And then among the allowances for sure, medical insurance and then other student services, student card, and intercultural assistance, and many others. Next, please. Yes, next. Okay, so the application process is, there are some documents to be uploaded. We can help you in the process. You will see the contact of the Stipendium Hungaricum team in Hungary, but you can also contact us at the embassy, and you can, I think nothing special about the English language proficiency. It depends on the study programs, but usually it's 5.5 atas. Jadi the minimum in IELTS it's about 5.5 or 5.5. Next, please. Next. Yes, this is the application timeline. So masa pendaftarannya akan berakhir pada pertengahan Januari. Kemudian data mahasiswa atau aplikan yang dianggap aplikasinya lengkap akan dikirim ke Kemendikbud Indonesia. Jadi partner pemerintah.
Excuse me, Mrs. Kathleen. You have 5 more minutes to finish your presentation. Thank you.
Okay. So Kemendikbud yang akan menominasikan kira-kira 150 mahasiswa, di antara biasanya lebih dari 500. Kemudian universitas akan mengadakan wawancara online dengan calon mahasiswanya, dan pengumuman apakah mahasiswa diterima tidak itu kira-kira akan terjadi pada bulan Juni. Kemudian Juli untuk mengurus izin tinggal di kedutaan besar Hungaria di Jakarta, dan biasanya para mahasiswa berangkat akhir Agustus atau awal September. Next please. The application system is fully online, so you can see the apply.stipendiumhungaricum.hu, all the study programs, all the universities, and the guidelines how to be successful in this application process. Next, please. Available scholarships for Indonesian applicants. As I mentioned to you, for bachelor's and master's, we prefer agriculture, engineering, IT, but also music and sports, economics for sure. But for Jika or partial studies, everything can be chosen. Next, please. Next. Yes. We have the Erasmus Plus International Credit Mobility, as I mentioned you before. So you might know about this Erasmus Plus program from my colleagues from the EU DEL. So next. You can see the Indonesian universities which have some academic cooperation with Hungarian universities in the Erasmus Plus umbrella program. Next, please. We also offer bilateral state scholarships. It's a little bit different from the stipendium because it can be a few weeks or a year. It can be research. It can be doctoral studies. You can find relevant information on the Study in Hungary website. Next, please. We also offer scholarship for the Hungarian diaspora. I won't speak about this scholarship because it's for students with Hungarian roots, and we don't have many in Indonesia, but it's a very nice gesture, I think, and very important one from the Hungarian government to provide this scholarship for Hungarian people living abroad. Next, please. And you can see the main university towns in Hungary. Budapest is in the middle, and you will have the chance to follow a nice presentation from the representative of University of Pécs, which is actually my hometown in southern Hungary. It's a very good university, and they attend this EHF Indonesia 2020. So you can visit their booth on 27 and 28, and as far as I remember, on 27th they will also bring you a presentation as well. Next, please. And you can see our contacts here, and please don't forget to follow the Embassy of Hungary's Facebook page, because we try to inform you all the relevant information about study in Hungary during EHF 2020, and also during the application period for Stipendium Hungaricum, and all year long as well. So thank you so much.
Don't miss Hungary, you will love it.
If you have a chance to come here, put as much as effort as you can and come, because it is worth for the entire life.
Come, enjoy studying and enjoy the culture.
Be generous because you will meet the Hungarians. They are so generous and open heart for you. Like they're gonna welcome in every possible way as much as they can.
Once you get into Hungary, make a discovery. Join the alumni. Don't wait until you graduate before you be. Because when you join before you graduate, you have more experience before you graduate and you know the path you should go. And even while you are a member of the alumni before you graduate, you have a good mentorship that can direct you on your path. So as soon as you graduate, you know what to do next.
Well, Hungary is really amazing country. You will see lots and lots of things here. Especially if you are coming to Hungary, don't forget to experience thermal bath and spa. It's amazing.
Very delicious dishes to taste. There are many beautiful cities you can enjoy your summer, and even winter we have got places you can do your skating. So Hungary is a very diverse cultural place.
Just be focused and be open because you are going to win a new culture. Don't be scared that how things gonna come because we don't speak Hungarian, but you're gonna learn from the bus stations, from everywhere you're gonna learn it. So just be confident, and whatever you are going to do, it's gonna be amazing.
Just come with your heart and let it be. Enjoy.
Hungary is the best place to study. You should come here. You will find everything that would enable you to study and become the best that you have ever wanted to be.
Hello. Thank you so much, Miss Catalin, for your presentation. Now we will begin the Q&A session. We have a lot of questions coming in, so let's just start by answering each one of them. Hopefully we'll cover every single questions here. All right. So first question, how is the academic culture in Hungary?
I don't know what do you mean about the academic culture, but we have in big campuses at big universities, the bigger universities, it's more and more multicultural. We have more and more students from abroad coming to study in Hungary. From Indonesia, we already have more than 200. This year, almost 100 new students went to Hungary at the end of August and the beginning of September. So I think, I don't know what you mean about academic culture, but I think it's very, very complex and very, very colorful and very good in quality.
Right. It sounds very diverse, and it seems like every students can learn from each other, yeah?
Sure.
All right. Second question. For the bachelor program, is it delivered in English or Hungarian?
Yes. So as I mentioned you before, it depends. If you want to, you can study in Hungarian as well. In that case, you will need one preparatory year before starting your studies in Hungarian. But Hungarian universities offer several hundred study programs fully provided in English, so you don't have to learn Hungarian. And we have several ones also in German and French. So you can choose which language you prefer. And for example, Stipendium Hungaricum students, all of them study in English.
All right. Thank you for your answer. Next question. Is the education for children free in Hungary? I am planning to bring my child.
Yes, it's if you take a public school, it is free, but private schools are not, just like in Indonesia. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you ask about bringing the family, maybe it's a good chance to let you know. So we provide a family reunification stay permit. Our students or Indonesian students can apply for this, or family members of Indonesian students usually apply for this stay permit 1 or 2 months after the student starts his or her studies in Hungary. So usually the student leaves first, end of August or September, and the family members submit their applications in October. The procedure takes about 1 month. So usually they will follow the students in before Christmas, end of November or December.
Okay. Thank you for your answer. So next question is going to be in Bahasa. I'm sure you can answer it in Bahasa as well. Untuk kuliah 2021 academic year, apakah masih dilakukan secara online?
Besar harapan kita tidak. Tapi seperti di Indonesia, di Eropa juga situasi belum memungkinkan untuk mengadakan kuliah tatap muka. Tapi harapannya besar bahwa karena vaksin sudah kelihatan atau cahaya di ujung jalan, jadi saya sangat berharap bahwa malah mungkin semester depan yang mulai Februari mungkin bisa diadakan secara konvensional. Tapi saya yakin mulai September tahun depan, saya yakin wabah ini sudah akan dikuasai atau dikontroli dan para mahasiswa bisa mengikuti kuliah seperti biasa.
Ya, semoga ya, hopefully the world is getting better from the pandemic. Okay, so another question. This will be in English, so I'll say it in English as well. It goes, I actually have a working permit in Hungary. Am I applicable to apply for a scholarship, and will I lose my work permit?
Yes, so if you got accepted as a student in Hungary, you have to transform your working visa or working stay permit to another one with the purpose of study. So you cannot study with a working permit, and you cannot work with a study permit. So you have to choose your main occupation, and then the stay permit has to follow.
All right. Another question. This could be maybe the second to last, depends on your answer. How much does it cost to live in Hungary?
Usually we say that for self-funded students, or the living cost can be much less than in Western or Northern Europe, about 500 to 600 euros. But 5 would be enough already, including the dormitory or renting an apartment and all the other expenses, if you are a self-funded student.
Right. Okay. So is it possible for students to have part-time jobs during their studies?
Yes. As I mentioned before, yes. Most campuses have a special office where they offer part-time jobs for their students. Based on the rules for the stay permit with the study purpose, all students can work, foreign students can work 20 hours a week, and more during July and August between the semesters. 20 hours, I think it's quite good if you can do that on weekends or every day, a few hours in the evening. It's up to you.
Okay, so it really depends on the schedule of the students, yeah? It really depends on the schedule of the students.
he or she can arrange the studies based on the part-time job or vice versa. And I would like to mention that we have a special kind of stay permit for those students who already finished their studies in Hungary. The Hungarian Immigration Authority offers 6 months special stay permit for job seeking. So wherever you, after finishing your studies in Hungary, if you want to seek for professional experience, want to try your capacities and abilities, you can do that. You can find a job and you can get a stay permit to try to find that job for a few years. But for sure, the main goal is to come back to Indonesia and then to do your work or to use your knowledge that you received during your stay in Hungary in your own country. But if you want to have a work experience for 1 or 2 or 3 years, you can do that.
All right. Thank you so much, Mrs. Catalin, for your answers. Unfortunately, that's the end of our session. Just a reminder for all of you who want to connect with Ms. Catalin or the Embassy of Hungary, you can get the information given earlier. Thank you so much, everyone. Please stay tuned for the next webinar session. Bye.
Thank you so much.